In this video, you will learn how to use the Account Import feature in Remark Test Grading Cloud Edition. The import allows you to bring your teachers, classes, and students into the cloud system so that teachers can begin creating and grading tests without having to enter this information themselves. Import files can be in the CSV or Excel formats. If you use a student or learning management system, you should be able to export the information from that system for importing into Remark Test Grading Cloud. Note that you must be an account administrator to use the account import. To begin, click on your name in the top right corner. Then click Account Dashboard. On the right, click the ellipsis, then select Account Import. If you have not yet tried to access the Import dashboard, first enter your password. Once you are on the Import dashboard page, select an import term from the drop-down list. The term is the time period in which you are working, such as a semester or marking period. Or click New Term to create one. You will then be asked to fill in a term name. Please note that the term name is required. If you select Make this the current term, you will then be asked to archive the current term when this term is created. If you do not choose to make it the current term, you can always do so at a later time in the account dashboard. For example, if you are preparing for the upcoming term and want to import the information ahead of time, you can create the new term but make it current. Click Save Term. On the right, you will see the details for importing file contents. The required items include the following list. The optional items include this list. Please note that the order of the fields in your file do not matter. Then in the Import File section, drag your file into the purple box. Or click the purple box to browse for a file. Once you have found your file, you are then asked if the first row in your file contains your data column names, also known as your headers. If this is true, leave the checkbox marked. If not, uncheck the box. If you are using column names, Remark attempts to find the fields in your file using these names. Click Upload. You are then navigated to the File Mappings page. Here, Remark attempts to match the fields in your file to the corresponding items in the cloud using the file's column names if they are present. In the Teacher Mapping section, review any auto mappings and/or manually select the fields in your file that match the items needed. For example, select a username from the drop-down list to let Remark know which column in your file contains a username. Then select the section that includes the teacher's first and last name from the drop-down list and any other fields you want to include. If any required fields aren't automatically mapped, they will be shown in red. If you are satisfied with the class mapping and student mapping sections, do not change them. Then scroll to the bottom of the page to the Import File preview. You will see a preview of your file with all of the data displayed here. Once you have finished mapping your sections, click Save Mappings. You are then navigated to the Maintenance Mode page. By turning Maintenance Mode on, teachers will only be able to access and edit the application if they have administrator level permissions. Maintenance Mode is required so that data is not being altered by other teachers as you are performing the import. Once you turn Maintenance Mode on, you are navigated to the Import Preview page. If any problems are found in your file, the Data Inspector on the right will tell you what the problems are before allowing you to proceed. You will need to review your import file and make the necessary corrections, then start the import over. Problems could include missing required fields, missing data, duplicate entries, and so forth. On the left, you will see the import options. To email password setup instructions to new teachers, check the box. To allow the import to overwrite existing data, check the box. This means that your current data in the term will be replaced with the new data. You typically want to do this if you are importing into a new term to refresh existing data, for example, for a new semester. Once you check the box, the Data Inspector on the right again looks for any issues. Below, you will see the pending actions and the effect the actions have on the teacher, class, and student information. Then check the box below if you want to withdraw any students who are not in the imported class roster. For example, if your class names don't change, but the students in those classes do change from term to term, you would mark this option to remove the old students from the class and add the new students. Or, if a week into the semester students have changed classes, you can use this option to re-import the data and refresh the classes with the right students. Then if any teachers, classes, or students are missing from the import file, you can choose to deactivate them. Teachers, classes, and students who are in the system but not in the import file are made inactive. Then click Import Data. Note that the import processing time depends on the size of your file. You are then navigated to the Import Summary page. You will see a summary of your import and the effect on teachers, classes, and students. On the right, the Import Auditor will inform you of any issues that were detected from the import. Please note that you should now turn maintenance mode off so that teachers can continue using the application. Then you can choose to go back to the account dashboard. When teachers log in, they will now see all of their classes and students. You have successfully learned how to use Account Import. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more information. Thanks for watching.